Welcome back to Creative Excuses, and welcome to a brand new series. For the next month, I will be committing to playing through the new Runescape 3 skill, Necromancy, with a twist. I will not be using my almost maxed Ironman. I will be using a brand new account with a special limitation. I will be playing a Runescape 3 version of old school Runescape's Ultimate Ironman. We're going to get into what that means a bit later though. But why is an ESO, an Elder Scrolls Online content creator, doing this? Well, first, I am a RuneScape player before an ESO player. I have played RuneScape off and on for some 16 years, and I have been playing a RuneScape 3 Ironman for the past 5 years. I love RuneScape. Second, because it is new content to play, and I have an opportunity to grow the Creative Excuses community a little bit by showcasing it, and maybe finding some people who are interested in both the Elder Scrolls Online and RuneScape. I know MMO player-based crossover isn't super common, but I'm hoping we can find that crossover here, so share this series with your friends as we get into it. And lastly, I'm making this series because I have wanted to play RuneScape 3 as an Ultimate Ironman for years, and I've wanted to make a YouTube series about it for years too. Now, if the series doesn't do well on YouTube over the next month, then that's totally fine, and I may not continue it unless I'm having an absolute blast. If I'm not having fun playing an Ultimate Ironman over the next month, then this is also fine, and I probably wouldn't continue with the series either. With that said, if you enjoy this series, I need you to smash the like and subscribe button and comment below, because every like, every subscribe, and every comment that's both nice and that I get to respond to gives me a big hit of dopamine, and that's going to make liking the series even easier. With the formalities and my UI design out of the way, which is going to change again in just a second, let's jump right into this fresh Iron Man series. Full disclosure, today as I write and record this footage, it is the Friday before the Necromancy release, and so instead of jumping straight into Necromancy, we are going to work on the head start list that Jagex wonderfully provided for us. I don't have time over the next 3 days to grind out the fully prepared stats, so we're just gonna have to settle for the a good start stats, which could still take us a couple of hours to get. First though, we need a way around Gielinor, so let's go grab all of our unlockable lodestones. Earthorpe is already unlocked, Taverley, Catherby, Seers Village, Ardon, back to Taverley, and then Falador, Port Sarim, Draenor, Lumbridge, Alcarid, Varrock, Edgeville, and finally, the Wilderness. While we're here in the Wilderness, we're just gonna grab a couple hundred prayer XP from the Chaos Altar. If you didn't know, you can just use the Wilderness Altar here in the Wilderness to gain early prayer levels very easily by offering bones at it. Conveniently, you can grab some free bones from around the altar with no risk and get some quick free prayer levels early on in your account. With those few prayer levels out of the way, these lodestones we just unlocked should help me get some early stuff out of the way, like this absolute classic of a quest, the Restless Ghost, and the rest of our prayer levels. And look at that, we already have 11 prayer. The next skill we have to take care of will be pretty quick too, which is crafting. For this, we're headed back to Taverley via the lodestone to pick some flax and string it into bowstrings. If you played RuneScape as a kid, you may have been one of the many people to run and pick flax in Seers Village like this, which is just so nostalgic and so much slower than the newer and faster Taverley. The nostalgia is real though. At 15 XP per bowstring, this shouldn't take too long to get 15 crafting at all. Look at that, one inventory, and I'm already level 5. I think back in the day, I trained all the way to 50 crafting when I was like 12 years old doing this method in Seers Village. I sold my bowstring on the way to level 15 for some starting GP. I think it's a good time to explain what I mean by a RuneScape 3 Ultimate Ironman. In old school RuneScape, an Ultimate Ironman is a character who can only use the bank to unnote items because the normal bank interface is completely disabled. The game mode is official and is the most difficult and time-consuming mode on old school RuneScape. RS3, on the other hand, is known for being Easyscape, with fast XP rates, super easy transportation, and lots of other stuff. In the spirit of both Ultimate Ironman and Easyscape then, this Ultimate Ironman's rules around the bank are as such. I cannot store stuff in the bank, but I can use the bank. What does that mean? It means I can use the bank to note and unnote stuff. It means that I can use bank presets. You'll see how that works in the future. And it means that my bank must be empty. I cannot leave anything in the bank while I do something else. I carry what I own, and I only own what I carry, or what is held in non-bank storage, like the player-owned farm storm barn, the archaeology material storage, the ore bank, and hidey holes for clues. Again, I cannot store anything in the bank, but I can use the bank. Back to crafting, and there we go, level 15 crafting. Next up, let's do some herb lore, starting with the Druidic Ritual quest. And while I speedrun that, I forgot to hit record. Here's level 7 herb lore from using the supplies rewarded from the quest. Let's just pretend that this is my quest completion screenshot. To finish off our herb lore levels for the Necromancy starter guide, we are going to do the Jungle Potion quest. And while I speedrun that quest, while recording this time, I'd like to answer an important question that you may have. Why am I playing this fresh Iron Man like an ultimate Iron Man? Well, like my YouTube channel name suggests, I want an excuse to start over. On my almost maxed Iron Man, I feel like I have gotten really close to accomplishing what I've wanted to. I've gotten decent gear, I've killed most of the bosses that I've wanted to as accomplishments, but I haven't farmed them all out. I've gotten 99s or higher in basically all of the skills that I like. So just starting over seems like fun then, because I can set all new goals and do new content from a fresh perspective. But I don't just want to start a normal Iron Man, and a hardcore Iron Man just seems too stressful. Basically, I want a new Iron Man experience, so here I am with a snowflake Iron Man instead, with different goals and methods than your average Iron Man account. For me, it'll be more fun to play and to problem solve, and I'm hoping for you, it'll be fun to watch as a normal Iron Man series with a small but important twist. It seems like a win-win to me, so here we are. Look, I made that 5-minute quest so much harder than it needed to be. Jungle Potion should not have taken me as long as it did. On to the next skill now that we're 11 herb lore. Let's do some smithing, and then we'll finally get into rune crafting. I will be doing this the old-fashioned way up to level 10, just mining and then smithing, and then doing the classic Knight Sword quest. There is 10 smithing, and along the way, I got a few strange rocks clogging the inventory, so we are going to turn those in and grab the bag for them at the same time. And now for the Knight Sword. First, we're going to need some iron, which I'm going to slow mine with this bronze pickaxe. And then we're going to get some red berries. Next, a pie shell, which needs flour, water, and a pie dish. All right, there's all the materials, and crap, we need 10 cooking. The easiest way for me to get that is going to be to do the Once Upon a Slime quest, so let's head there now. This is a really weird quest about a slime romance. That's enough said. With that horrifying romance over, we can finally do the Knight Sword, and oh boy. Oh boy, mining this bluerite is gonna take a while. I'll see you guys in 2025. Woo! I'm older, wiser, and blue writer now. Quest complete. I definitely could have just gotten to level 15 much faster, not doing the quests, but that helped to skip so many levels. All right, we've got 4 out of 5 requirements complete, and now we just have rune crafting. 20 levels to go, and just like some of the other skills, we are gonna run some quests to get some XP. Rune Mysteries is up first, and it's done. Rune Memories is next, and look at that. It's done. Not gonna lie though, I kind of watched some of the cutscenes and lore, and color me intrigued. I have not paid a lot of attention to the lore in RuneScape, but it seems pretty deep, cool, and a little fun. I might have to pay more attention during this series. All right, now that the quests are done, I think it is time to do some classic RuneSpan to finish out these levels. I will see you in 14 levels, I guess. And there you have it. 10 to 15 minutes later, we are done with Necromancy requirements for a good start. My last preparations for Monday will be to make and edit this video, and to mine out a good stack of Pure Essence and note it so that I'm ready for some necromantic runes on Monday. Thank you all for watching, and if you have made it this far, consider subscribing and liking this video for both this and some Elder Scrolls Online content. I had a blast playing this 0th episode, and look forward to the ones to come. I'll see you all in the next excuse.